Hello, everyone, and we're going to skip the formalities of introducing myself to you all again because I'm getting hoarse by the minute. But I have to just go on and jump right into today's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful that aired for December 15th, which is Thursday. Okay, we have to give the awards out. Well, it's going to be one award today. It's going to be how foolish can you continue to be? Okay, that award is going strictly to Bozo the Clown. He showed out. If his whole purpose was to play that particular character of going insane, meaning totally ripped from the hinges, he definitely did his job in spades today. You know, it was full house for that brother. We were playing cards, but we're gonna play like we in sports. He was definitely unbecoming, having unsportsmanlike behavior. He had to get ejected from the football game we playing or the basketball game. I want to go with football because it's a little rougher. He was playing a little rough out there today because he was going up against the big dog, which was Papa Bell. And you do not do that. You don't disrespect that man in public, private, or wherever. And you definitely don't go to his house and disrespect him. But that's what Bozo the Clown did, y'all. He went clown. He started at Forrester Creations. And then he really got down to what's really being thrown his way, meaning it's a stern message that no, he's not coming back in trying to get into the mix of separating uh Black Widow from Spencer Man. And Papa Bear doing all the manipulating he can do, and he know he doing it. It's not something he's subliminally doing, or he just feels like, he just inserted himself all the way. But like I said, total disrespect shown on Papa Bear today by Bozo the Clown. And let's get on right into it. Okay, we have, excuse me, um, let me see, my mind's not catching up with me because, like I said, I'm under the weather, so bear with me. We have Spencer Man and Black Widow still holding on to their love, their memories. He's making some pretty analogies to her. It melted like in my heart, but I can't remember what he said because my head is too stuffed up to remember every little nickel and dime thing that Spencer Man would have thrown me. But it was very soothing, very relaxing. You could just tell they were like a hand in glove. You know what I'm saying? On the same team, on the same playground, and everything was just pushing up roses, daisies, magnolias, whatever flower you like. Okay? But it was just love in the air, and it was a mutual respect and understanding that they were going trying to get that money. You know what I'm saying? Get that money, get that prestige, and get that social media blitz going on. Okay, with the help of baby girl Nicole. Okay, she'll be baby girl now. Baby girl, not take charge of Nicole no more. We're gonna soothen her up a little bit, soften her up, cause she done did that darn thing with T Dot, and she need to continue pressing forward. Even though I think she's going to cross her barriers that she shouldn't be going into when it comes to paying too much attention to Greedy Rick Rick and being his soundboard instead of him taking his soundboard ass to his wife, uh, two-faced it. Maya, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna look and see, but I'm peeping game on what the reader's trying to do. I mean, the writers. I'm peeping game, y'all. I might be slow and I might be a little under the weather, but I'm still peeping game. I'm like, they ain't right. But they gotta mess with everybody in the family. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to the writers for giving me tease here, mischief here, foolishness there, and I'm just enjoying it. It's the holidays, so they really giving me a lot to digest. Okay, but anyway, they still in their touch and feeling moments, trying to recapture something that they lost, and it's definitely working with uh Papa Bear throwing a little mix in the mixture that's already been played out. He throwing his little spin on it. Okay, so then we go back to Bozo the Clown. He shows up at Steffi's Black Widow's office, her new digs and stuff. Of course, he don't know what's going on because he trying to play it safe. He wanna know what's going on. He's gonna find out what's going on, but he just easing into the situation today. So when he comes in unexpectedly, he finds them together. But I'm so glad the writers wrote him being back on the opposite side of that desk and how close he was at one time, because Bozo the Clown would have hit the ceiling. Okay. He has no one to blame but Black Widow. He's trying to blame everybody else. Like Black Widow ain't put her spin on it and being greedy for the CEO position. She could have told her granddaddy, no, granddaddy, I still don't like who you married to, but I'm not going to disrespect you at all. I'm going to love on her when it's time to love on her, when we having family gatherings, but I have a life to live. It doesn't include her, and I'm gonna keep my job and I'm gonna toe the line, but I'm not gonna be manipulated. You see what I'm saying? That's what she should have said. I'm not gonna be manipulated, granddad. And she should have passed that job all the way up. Cause like, you know, Rusty Dusty was telling her it's not her time, but he just being greedy too. He ain't looking at it from her point of view. So I mean, he could have like softened the blow a little bit more than just saying she ain't ready yet. It's his time still. No, no, Rusty Dusty, your time has passed and gone. Be the head designer like a good little boy and keep on a good little man and continue to design and put out showstoppers such as what's making y'all keep that revenue in the black. Okay? So you know, this man do the right thing. He excuses himself because he know he got the upper hand right now. Okay, and it's really no manipulation going on because, like I said, the cards are out on the table. It's just which poison you feel you want to drink from. Okay, well, you have the fame, fortune, the prestige, the power, the greed, or will you go on and do the love, the respect, the honor, the morality, and the family life. So she chose, I'm staying in the fast lane for right now. And Bozo the Cloud just gonna have to catch up with me or fall all the way back. And that's pretty much what she was drawing it to saying. But Bozo the Cloud, he wanna blame everybody else except for his precious love, Black Widow. Okay? So then we go to uh the situation where Papa Bear is trying to get the doctor to get the hell on out of that place before she sees him, and she try to figure out what's going on. Ain't nothing but a little manipulation going on, but Papa Bear already told her, along with this job, it's gonna come with some strings attached. I'm gonna put my baby boy Wyatt up on in there in your face, and then you're gonna remember why you fell in love with him, why you end up marrying him, because I think you just shoved that under the rug when Bozo the Clown came back in the picture. But hey, I'm gonna make you grow up. You finna make some grown up decisions, my little granddaughter, Black Widow. So he pretty much told the doctor, look at him. You in my company. You are walking around in my building. I done told you my granddaughter don't need your services. And it was just so obvious. It's not like the doctor was a heart surgeon or some type of specialist that was life and death situations type of physician. You know what I'm saying? Like a cancer specialist or a brain specialist, neurologist, cardiologist. Something that was really dealing with her health that he wasn't gonna let anybody just shove him to the side without him seeing his patient. But man, you a peddling shoe salesman trying to take off tattoos. I mean, come on now. There's no reason why you could just accept Papa Bear's bribe and keep it moving. But oh no, he worried about his other sessions and this session that hadn't even got paid for yet. See how I was saying? See how folks just greedy in California for money, money, money. Evidently he ain't making too much money if he got to sit up there and beg to see his patient. Which I'm like, what life-saving technique are you trying to administer to Black Widow? Doctor. I'm like, get out of here. Set up shop somewhere else. Like, get out of Papa Bear's establishment. So Papa Bear goes like, look at here. You can call her later on, whatever, but she cannot be disturbed right now. And I'm pretty sure she's not gonna be needing your services. But it's very obvious what you want. Let me pay you off. Let me make it worth your while to get the hell out of here. Excuse me. So essentially, that probably will cost her. I was gonna say because it's California, maybe 1,000, 1,500. He probably plopped 5,000 on that man and told him, go about your business there. And if you must call her, you call her later on, but you're not gonna be doing any visiting today. Okay? So he pretty much gets rid of the doctor. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I'm like, get you another doctor because he greedy. If you were told that he was in a meeting, then you charge Black Widow a little extra because you came out there, you could make that appointment. But you all be sitting up there like it's a life and death situation, and you just gotta really want to see her. I mean, man, get out of here. Okay, we're gonna move off of here. Cause I'm just fed up. We might not even talk about how he came back still trying to start. So I might just brush all over that because it ain't worth anything. He just looked at like a person that wanted money and he wanted his time paid for. He didn't give a crap about whether Steffi Black would have kept that tattoo on her or not. He just contracted with her. He want his money. That's all. Point, period, and blank. Moving on. Okay. We go to Pretty Rick Red. He's unloading baby girl Nicole. Yes, he is. He don't want to fool with his wife at this point. I'm like, what's going on? What do you mean you don't want to talk with her? That's what you're supposed to do. She ain't at home doing that. She's modeling here and there. But evidently, she's just at home being a housewife. Okay? And I thought that's what you wanted because you tried to throw another baby in the mix. Now, you got to fall to your sister, your wife's sister. I mean, so I'm coming in the mix, y'all. He's spending too much time hanging around my baby girl Nicole. Oh, we gonna see what transpires there, but I'm gonna leave it alone for now. But anyway, he goes up and tell unload on her shoulders about the new changes. He's vice president, but it's just like a step up from intern. Like he's trying to, no pun intended. I like it. So he's basically telling my baby Nicole that she could rise up ahead of him since his dad is under the weather, that his mind has been kidnapped by some alien, and Quinn, Mama Bear has definitely distorted everything and sending mind signals to deflect what he really wants to say and do. I'm like, man, get back on your ship and go wherever you came from, Ricky Rick. Come on back to Earth. Come on back. You still got your job. You still running things at International. And then he gave you a piece of a president with his vice. Lord have mercy. Rick just can't simmer down. But he was kind of low key today because we had Bozo the Clown cutting up for us. So we had entertainment either way. Either way. But Ricky Rick was a little low key today. So while he's telling her his uh, unbelievable negative news, Spencer Man come on in there trying to say, hey, I'm gonna need your services. Okay. And I'm like, wait a minute now. I don't understand what my baby girl Nicole is doing at this time. I'm like, who is she working for? I was dumbfounded. I'm kind of clueless of what she do anyway, or what she initially came on to do. But it seems like she's some kind of assistant, and now she's gonna be working real hard trying to revamp Steffi's look from sex symbol to hard nosed CEO woman. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be very interesting. And she even said in the episode as we go forward that she wants to be more tougher looking, more stern looking, more business like she got it all together from head to toe. And she's not, smiling for the cameras. Everything is kind of like, if she was the president of the United States, you know what I'm saying? Had all of her lies in her head, but please. Anyway, that's the format she's looking for her PR person, head honcho Wyatt Spencer Man to recreate for her. So he's enlisting baby girl Nicole on the activities that are going to be going forward. So she not only works for Ricky Rick, she works for uh Spencer Man. And Ricky Rick is finding that some hard to swallow. He can't digest it. He like, wait a minute now. Now you finna mess in my personal life. Cause that's my baby girl Nicole. She ain't got no dealings with you. But hey, his dad promoted him, so he gotta do what he gotta do. But it seems like he gonna be more into Nicole's life than Maya Okay, Two-Face Mind's gonna want him being available. You know what I'm saying? She gonna start seeing some changes. So we're gonna definitely see something light up there. Okay, then we go from that situation. Well, we're gonna skip over that doctor scene because, like I said, I wasn't there for it. That's just like a person squeezing money, pimping money out for a service that necessarily didn't need to continue to happen. Not how the writers are playing it up anyway. Uh, but like I said, he said, well, we ain't gonna talk about it. We're gonna move on. We're gonna go back to Bozo the Clown and Black Widow. They are discussing in the office all the comings and goings that were transpiring for the meeting that Papa Bear had enlisted all of me at. And he's trying to like ease into it, and of course Black Widow is trying seriously not to tell him all the comings and goings, but she knows she don't have a choice. She might well go to put all the cards down on the blackjack table. What's that, the pinball thing? I don't know. Y'all, you tell I don't gamble, right? But anyway, that's what we got. She like, okay, I'm gonna show you my hand if you show me your hand. That's pretty much how it was. So she goes on to tell uh Bozo the Cloud, yes, I did accept the position. I know you didn't want me to, but guess what? It's my life, my choice. Okay, my body. I'm doing what I want to do. I have my own mind, man. And so uh he started to go like ripping off the door hinges, you know what I'm saying? They ain't fully come off yet. But he was like, okay, did we discuss this when we woke up this morning as we were getting dressed? Did I not tell you what to go to the office and do? And you did what? That was funny as all get out. So she's pretty much running around her little luxurious offices. In her mind, she's definitely trying to, see how she wants to redecorate here and there, make it be a little bit more feminine. And now she got to put out a fire, a forest fire that's running rapid. Okay, in Leo's mind anyway. We leave that situation. We go to baby girl Nicole. She's going over the new jobs, the new descriptions, and she's very excited. I'm glad they put her in the forefront now to show me what are her talents supposed to be at Force Creation, other than being stuck up her sister's behind and Rick's behind on being a surrogate. Okay, so they're rearranging some things for her, making her a little bit more out there in the public eye. And even though she's a little sister, she's getting valuable knowledge. She's connected with other people, and hopefully a new love interest will come to play. And Ricky Rick will go back and do what he got to do with his wife. So that's what I'm throwing out to the writers to do. Broaden Nicole's men's, okay, her opportunities of meeting new men, so we can bring new faces and a new love scenario. Because we definitely don't want to see her and my greedy Ricky Rick hook up. That's just too much, okay? Even though they do have a link together, which is the child she had for them, but still, that's too much madness. Sorry about that, guys. So we move on from there. We go back to Papa Bear and Mama Bear. They're at home now. They're talking over the comings and goings of today's episode or today's business meeting that they had, and the comings and goings of what happened, who got promoted, who got demoted, who who got reassigned, all of these lovely things. And Mama Bear's kind of like, I never knew you were on my side about really trying to get or repair the relationship between my son and your granddaughter. Oh, you lift me off the floor 10 feet when you did that. I just felt so alone. And I know I needed to do something because their lives were crumbling and ours were flourishing. And I just felt so bad. But now I see I have a team now of putting that back, which was done unrightfully, But of course, it was all Black Widow's perception, and she's gonna have to put on her big girl draws and choose what man is gonna take her into the future and her new plans of her business life, in a sense. So we'll take look at that a little later on. So. Uh, of course, Papa Bear was glad to do it. He's only trying to please her because he really feels that she brought him back for the brink of death. So he's gonna do Ed and everything to support her. So he's still Team Queen all the way, and I'm there for her. Like, hey, you only live once. You only get love maybe twice out your lifetime. So grab a hold of it and just roll with it. Roll with it, man. Roll with it, Papa Bear. I'm there for you. Okay, then we go back to Bozo the Clown and Black Widow. They still discussing her decision. Why did she do what she do? And of course, Bozo the Clown hitting her below the belt or her intellect, you would want to think, saying, okay, well, why do you think this, that, and the third? You know what I'm saying? Try to make her, rationalize why she should have it or not. And of course, he's dangling, he's finagling the real reason. Quinn has an agenda, and you're just not paying attention to it. And that's where he needs to stay right with her. But no, y'all, he goes on. He goes off the Richter scale. He start crumbling. I was like, where the straight jackets at? He don't got fouls, all the plays. He done got ejected from the game on his next strategy. Or he thinking he's finna get ready to go meet with Papa Bear himself. He said, okay, so the message really probably was not for you that they're trying to send by hooking you and Wyatt up, making y'all be in close proximity of each other when it comes to the daily business life, spending an excessive amount of time together, which y'all are not going to be talking about business. Maybe, okay, 60-40, 70-30 would be more of the higher percentage going on getting y'all back together. And the rest is going to be like second nature because y'all both business savvy. So y'all ain't going to be discussing business too long before y'all be having dinners, late night dinners, overnights, and all this stuff. He finna have it. He's okay. I see where the message coming from. They not trying to get to you. They trying to get to me. We finna go handle this. And I'm thinking he maybe go, go talk to his dad or something like that. This clown done went way off. He done came off the hinges, y'all. He done, like I said, got flags on the play that he was trying to move the ball down the field. Unsportsmanlike behavior. They ejected his behind. I was like, good, fire him too. Fire him. Okay, fire him for the rest of the season. Okay, because he done lost his mind. We need him to go into therapy. That kind of therapy that you have to go get locked up against your will. I forgot what they call it. I don't know if it's a 13, 513. But then y'all know what I'm talking about. Against his will. Amendments to the psycho ward. But anyway, we leave that situation. Uh No, I'm sorry. I'm going to stay on that situation a little bit more. We go to where Black Widow goes on to tell Bozo the Clown the full scope of what happened. He goes on to say, hey, my grandfather promoted Wyatt to lead PR. Yes, we're going to be working a lot together. Uh, we're gonna be spending a lot of time together, this, that, and the third. And like I said, that's when Bozo the Clown gets that the message is being strictly directed to him. That Papa Bear and Mama Bear is not gonna stop. They're gonna edge him on out because he's not a functioning factor at this point. He wants Spencer Man and Black Widow back together. That definitely will solve all of Mama Bear's concerns, okay? Especially when she really felt that with her trying love and receiving love, uh, cost her son his marriage. So Papa Bear's on deck. He's gonna get that rectified for her if that's the last thing he do on this God Green's earth, okay? We go to commercial. We come back. We got Rick and Rick still giving Spencer Man the blues while they're down there in the photos. I don't know where they at. Some type of place where she's taking inventory, okay? Because at first she was doing understudy work or internship work uh for what name? T Dot helping out in that capacity. So since that's not, I guess she got moved to something else or less conspicuous. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, I ain't feeling with him no more. He lost me. Kudos, deuces. But hey, so much nepotism is going around there. But it's a family business. So if you work there, it's gonna be a lot of people that's working there that's not gonna have that chance to move up because it's a family business. Everybody just trade jobs when they feel like they want to. No rules or there are no boundaries for family. Okay, because we still got Crackpot Pam still up there doing and saying anything. Like, you bothering me. You shouldn't be bothering me. Don't call me. Like that. Damn, aren't you the receptionist? Aren't you the secretary, girl? That's who we supposed to bother. But what they gonna do? What they gonna do with them? I wouldn't, if she been such a fiction, just let her stay. And when I want some real work done, I just contract from the outside. Cause they can't do that with her and Charlie. They can't do that with them. But anyway, they're getting Nicole very hyped up and psyched out, and of course, um Ricky Rick is seeing something transpire that he don't like. He don't want Spencer Man not supposed to anybody he love and care because he just think he's tainted through his mother's comings and going. So he don't want um huh he just don't want nobody around Mama Bear or Spencer Man. He just draw the line in the sand. So everybody I love and care about, I'm not letting y'all get y'all hooks into nobody else, especially not my good girl Nicole, not my good girl. Okay. But anyway, we go back to Black Widow. It's telling Bozo the Clown to stop making it about them and their relationship and let's just keep it on a business professional level. And I'm like, wait a minute. Y'all don't have no business together. Y'all have no professional life together. What are you talking about, Black Widow? All thing y'all do have is a relationship that you once cared about, that you had to fight your way back. And of course, Bozo the Clown had to fight his way back. And y'all still having issues on staying together. Oh, when will y'all both learn? When will y'all both learn? Anyway, we finally have Bozo the Clown. He finally tells us why he came back. Because we still trying to figure that out. Why you here? Why you here, Bozo the Clown? Sure, you be at Spencer Publications tying up something where your dad would just be drilling you back, like a drill or nail, and, sewing you up from the floor up. Okay? But he comes and said, well, I was in the area and I knew you had to get your tattoo removal appointment. I was coming to just lend a little support. And then Black was like, well, I don't know what happened. He was supposed to come. He never showed up. But honey, thank your or get on your grandfather for that. Okay, and Quinn, my man had nothing to do with it. The manipulating part. He just inherited that. For hanging around Black Widow. But hey, he had the queen of it all. Stephanie Foster was the queen of manipulation. So I'm like, I don't understand why it ain't second nature to them. But it is what it is. We go to commercial, we come back. We have Black Widow is looking at her CEO office by herself, trying to take it all in. And the writers have wrote in a scene where she's playing some memories back in her head of her childhood and everything that she used to do at the office when I guess Grandpa Rick was not Grandpa Rick, Papa Forster, Eric Forster was keeping them. And I spent some grandpa time. But I was like, what happened to Phoebe? What happened to Phoebe? Because they both were twins, you know what I'm saying? But Phoebe died, but still, she was living around that time. I should have heard two little girls' voices going around. And show me some visuals next time, writers. I like to go back in the past and see them. It wouldn't have hurt you doing that. But anyway, um, Wyatt, Swiss Man sneaks back in to talk with her, and again, they just do their little talkings about how Liam, Bozo the Clown, took the information, this, that, and the third. And hey, we know we saw it. We know what he's out the hinges. He's off his medication. That they need to put him on some medication because he done got ejected from the game and he mad. So we go to Papa Bear is talking to Quinn, Mama Bear, about why he did what he did with Black Widow's tattoo professional. We all saw it. He's like, hey, we try to get family back on deck. We try to make Spencer, man, he's such a good boy. And I'm so glad you brought him into the world. And I'm so glad he did what he did to get in the family. I finally got a chance to meet you and then making you my wife. It's all good. He the only one I trust at the time. He the only one I trust. So yes, I got to get him looking back. Make him look back to get his life back. To be with my granddaughter. Because that's who I want. I'm on Team White all day, every day. Forget Lil. Who he is? Bill Spencer's son? Oh, okay. The youngest one. Okay. He'll bounce back. But not with my granddaughter. He'll find somebody else. Okay, we move on from that situation. Then Papa Bear goes to get, pretty much Mama Bear's okay. Enough of the comments are going for today. We're going to go and we're gonna basically get some dinner started. So she goes on in the kitchen like she really prepared anything. She gonna make up something real quick. and healthy, of course. And there's a knock that comes to the door while Papa Bear's looking for some wine to drink, but he, stops what he's doing and go answer the door. Look who we got at the door, y'all. We got Bozo the Clown sitting there like he had drunk and deranged out his mind. He called and then Papa Bear like, no, 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 no. It's nice to see you, but I'm pretty busy. He tried to shut the door. Oh, Bozo the Clown. Bozo the Clown put his hand up, motioning that no, you're not gonna ace me out. You're not gonna dismiss me, man, when you're causing so much turmoil for me. And besides, I thought you were on my side. So pretty much, Bozo the Clown pushes his way in to Eric Forster's creations home, and he just starts spewing all of this madness of you know why did you do this to me? Why are you interfering? Why are you letting, Quinn manipulate you this way? This, that, and the third. He even goes so far to tell Papa Bear, hey, she was my wife before she was your wife. I'm like, oh Lord. And then he goes back and say, Eve, isn't that right? I'm like, boy, you don't really disconnect yourself from reality. Because I was waiting for Eric to punch you in the eye or something. Okay, assert some force to maybe hit you upside the head a little hard where you come back and say, okay, thank you for doing that. I misspoke. I'm sorry. I'll leave there. But of course, Papa Bear is the, concierge of politeness and etiquette is always on deck. But he just pretty much be stern with Master Bozo the Clown and say, look at here. Came into my house, you disrespect my wife, because this is when Queen finally comes in and she don't really know what's going on because she's really surprised to see Liam. Okay, and then once she hears a little of the conversation and it's about her and it's all negative, child, please. He said, you got to leave my house right now because you ain't coming up in here and trying to disrespect my wife. Oh, no, you're not. Not this day, not here. Okay, he said, as a matter of fact, yeah, I think Spencer Man is the better man, not you. So he definitely told uh Bozo the Clown who team he riding on now. But it was just totally disrespectful today what Bozo the Clown did. But I mean, he was off the hinges. He's over there totally disrespecting Papa Bear. Okay, I'm like, come on now. I mean, it's just terrible. Then he tried to throw them low blows, talking about, he done had her goodies before he got her goodies. I was like, oh, very low blow, very low blow. I wait for security to come knock him out on his behind, y'all, and do some do work on him on the outside. But Papa Bear don't get down like that. He don't have the goons waiting outside. He don't have the goons waiting outside. That will Bill Spencer, dollar bill. He had the goons on deck. Okay, we was saw somebody getting messed up. But y'all, that's all I had. That's all I had to give y'all. Took a little longer than I anticipated. We went 3 minutes over of the regular scheduled program. Okay, but I was trying to get my wind in and try to blow, my nose. I'm all congested and everything. So please bear with me. But please enjoy my commentary that I came, to give y'all for today's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Pray for me that I get this cold or with signs. I don't know what it is. Look like it's gonna run into bronchitis, because I do suffer from that when everything drains and gets into my chest, whatever. But I think I had to go to the doctor, y'all. But I'm trying to, feel things out and try to work on it myself. But if it push comes to shove, I will be up in somebody's office getting the antibiotic. Okay. But anyway, y'all, love and peace, blessings to you all, and have a great night. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.